All right, slash marker, SAP. It was perfect. It was good timing, and it was also that was a perfect clip for that to end on. That was great stuff. Thumbs up. That's not. How do you do thumb up? Thumbs up with no underscore. Okay. All right, emoji keyboard. You want to do pointing upwards? You have to put pointing underscore up. You want to do thumbs up, thumbs no underscore up. Very stupid. Let me make sure I have Hasbro's Battleship installed. I installed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate in case we play that today on the Who's the Better Gamer. I have Mario Kart 8 good to go. Let me make sure I have Hasbro's Battleship still installed. Hasbro's. It's still installed, baby. Malf told us to ask you to tell the ice story. It's like, I've told it before, but the ice story is very simple, okay? Malf and I both went to a high school that had a cosmopolitan mix of classmates. We were kind of in, redneck and hillbilly central, but also they had what's called a focus program, which is where if you're really focused on like one thing in high school, like carpentry or auto shop, or in this case, information technology, you could leave your high school, come to our high school and do like 75% of your curriculum would just be that one thing that you were focused on. So despite being redneck central, we had the nerd focus program at our school because we had a really good tech teacher and computer lab or something like that. So you got a mix of people who were like, I'm the son of a farmer. I live on the farm. I wake up at 4 a.m. before school every day to, milk the cows and stuff like that. And then guys who are like, you know what I mean? Like OSRS RuneScape nerds, which is fine, by the way. But they also did not have the benefit of having, a decade of being in our school system in order to make it into the in-group and fit in, et cetera, et cetera. So one day in the wintertime, they came into the cafeteria, the nerd group, and they had an enormous block of ice that I would describe it as like 3 feet across, like almost a meter in diameter. And they popped it down on the cafeteria table in the middle. And they were just being like, internet trolls, right? They were like, look at this, dude. We got ice in the cafeteria. Can you believe we got ice in the cafeteria? And then, nobody was going over to them and being like, good one. So they started going around to other tables and going, hey, do you guys want some ice for your drinks? And then we would go, no thanks. And then they would laugh, and then they would go back to their table and sit down with the ice. Now, there was a 9th or 10th grader. This was when I was in 11th or 12th grade. And he was like 6'4", 260, 270 or something like that. Like he was a unit. And also a little aggressive, some behavioral issues. He grabbed the ice like with one motion, smashed it on the ground, and then pushed over like the ringleader of the nerds that was sitting on the lunch chair. So they like clattered backwards. And then he just started like yelling in his face. It was just like, what do you think you're doing in my school? What are you doing in my school? Making a mockery of my school. How could you do that? What do you think you're doing? And then like, it really seemed like he was gonna like beat the crap out of this kid. And then the teachers came in and broke it up. But that was a noteworthy day at the cafeteria. That was the headmaster. Malf has another story about this kid, which is that he used to come into the convenience store that Malf worked at every day and get a slushie from the slushie machine. It was like $3 or $4, right? Even in the early 2000s. So his mom got tired of paying for his slushies. So for 1 year for his birthday, she bought him his own slushie machine. And then he didn't show up at the general store for like a couple days, but then he was back the next week and he got a slushie. And Malf was like, "What are you like? Why are you here getting slushies? I thought you got your own slushie machine." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I just like the ones here better." It's so good. Oh man, Morgan Zeman, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Nice story. Really enjoyed it. Oh, thank you. I mean, I just happened to be there. I like or hear it. The cafeteria story, I was there. The slushy story, I just heard. How long do you need to stall for? I don't know. I'm having a good time, honestly. Anybody else having a good time or just me? Updog Millionaire, thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Dude, I'm so I was watching Chib watch some dash cam videos last night. I feel vindicated. Dash cam content is actually like the best React content on Twitch. He didn't watch the Korean ones. The Korean ones are like I was talking about it in his chat. I don't think I mentioned this specific one yesterday, but this car was just driving along, and then out of nowhere, like a bulldozer fell on top of their car. What happened? A crane was like lifting a bulldozer, and then the crane fell over. So the bulldozer just like dropped on their car. They lived as well. Like what's crazy, I was like 100% this person died. And then the next clip is like a CCTV from a convenience store, and it's just the person like getting out of the driver's seat. And they show the car, and it's like the passenger side is crumpled to like an aluminum can. But then like the Australian ones, Chib was right. The Australian ones are really good. Like it's just usually people driving on the wrong side of the road for Australia, which is the right side of the road in North America, and then cutting someone off, and then the person driving goes, "Fucking dickhead! What the you fucking idiot!" I love the one where like the person merged into traffic, wasn't at the right speed. And then the guy just got stun locked. I think he said, "Fuck you, you fucking thing." That one was really good. Hey, Ryan. I finally cashed your check from Champions of Salt. My accountant will be glad to hear that. Get that one off the books after 2 fiscal years. And shit you not, the lady was like, "The check doesn't say Canadian dollars, but don't worry, the manager came in and fixed it right up." This shit, like, honestly, I'm not asking you to answer for it, okay? But, like, this is why the rest of the world resents America. It's a check written in Canada with a Canadian address on it from a Canadian bank. Of course, it doesn't say Canadian dollars on it. Like, when you write checks in America, do you write USD on them? No, let me guess. You're just like, we're the default money. We're the default currency worldwide. Yeah, okay. Enjoy that for like the next 3.5 years. If I were cashing it in Canada, I would. I bet you wouldn't, honestly. Of course it's in American dollars. I wrote the check in America. It's from an American bank. It's called Bank of America. Why would you assume it's in Canadian dollars? You know, Canada's not the only country on earth. Worked in Starbucks in Canada, had a woman pay in USD and complain when she got Canadian change. Look, I'm not going to judge all of America just based on their dumbest tourists. I did hear that once I was buying a slice of pizza at a counter window downtown, and I remember the people in front of me were US tourists, and they were like, "Do you take USD?" And they said, "Yeah, we take it at par." And then they were like, "Are you serious? It's worth like $1.30 Canadian." Okay, well then fucking go to the gold bullion and currency exchange. Like, I'm sorry you feel ripped off that you got to pay a premium to use a foreign currency in a different country. Like, what's your problem? You can go to the bank and pay them 4% if you don't want to pay 30%. Personally, I would just give them, $3 and get 2 slices, but whatever. Well, yeah, or just use your card. Sorry, our tourist dollars pave your roads? You should try paying your own roads, Washington State, as soon as you get across the border. Hey, why are the roads so bad? Oh, it's actually based. We don't have state income tax. Haha. Thanks, Jay Inslee. Constant. You go into BC? Smooth sailing. You can actually have a conversation. You cross as soon as you hit Blaine, Washington, people are like, "Well, if you want to talk while you drive, you should buy a better car." Lol, imagine trying to have a conversation while you drive without owning like a Lexus. Anyway. I don't know what Montreal's excuse is. What I'm going to do, though, okay, so I have heard that Ludwig is live. So I am going to go to the bathroom so that I don't have to go to the bathroom after Ludwig is live. It's that simple. I'll be back in like a minute. Run some advertisements. See you in just a second here. Dude, honest question, is the Old El Paso taco seasoning proprietary? Like, you ever think about how fucked up it is that, like, Coke can have a secret recipe, KFC can have 12 secret herbs and spices, etc., etc.? But then, like, can't you just, like, look at the back? I'm asking because Kate came back with some taco seasoning for tonight. And on the back, I cracked the code, man. I cracked the code. On the back, it's just like cumin, paprika, chilies, chili powder, garlic salt, dehydrated lime. I'm going to reconstitute the damn formula. Your time's over, Old El Paso. Also, you ever wonder why tortilla chips are so good? And yet hard taco shells that you buy in the grocery store are so bad. They both got the same ingredients: corn, salt, canola oil. They're both fried in the same way. I think it's based on whether they go in a bag or a box. Fried corn, put it in a bag, fresh forever. Dip it in some salsa. It's delicious. Fried corn, put it in a box. Tastes like stale chewing gum. I don't get it. That's gold, Jerry. That's gold. What's the deal with old El Paso? It's been 50 years. Can we get some new El Paso? 'Cause your tortillas stink. Maybe it's time for some new El Paso. Man, that would kill in like 1996. You ever realize how lucky the old El Paso company is for the fact that there's 2 days in the week that start with the same letter as taco? That's laugh track. Imagine tacos started with a G. No one's having Gakko Tuesday. I think we gotta say thank you. Old El Paso should be thanking Julius Caesar for naming those days. Seinfeld theme minor key. Seinfeld theme, but the bassist is really drunk. That's horrible. What's the deal with depression? Seinfeld theme in a minor key. Honestly, it still goes kind of hard, quite frankly. Like that, it doesn't sound sad. It still goes kind of hard. I think I've mentioned this, but I've been watching like a lot of Seinfeld. It's crazy how when they get into the second half of the episode, literally there is a slap bass part about every 40 seconds. Normally, like at the start of the show, they bring it in. Then in the middle of the show, when shit starts popping off, Kramer comes in and is like, wow! And then, and then George is at the bakery. I wanted a knish! It starts coming at you rapidly, man. Okay, hold on. I am indeed ready. He's ready when you finish the bit. I appreciate that he let me finish the bit. I was in the pool! The sea was angry that day, my friends. Is that a Titleist? Who would you be in Seinfeld? I honestly think I have a George energy, but I kind of have I'm like a Jerry. I'll play whatever role I need to play to make the ensemble work. So I think I'd be happy being Jerry. I'm okay with that. I'm not Elaine. That's just an insult, honestly. I think I'm Jerry. Jerry, what are his personality quirks? He's snide. I have a lot of snideness. George is pathetic but proud, and that also is something that I relate to, I think. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going well. How's it going with you?
It's going well. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
What is Northern Lion?
So I'm from Canada, which is the north, if you got your map oriented properly, and my name is Ryan, which rhymes with lion. Ergo. You have to remember, I'm from an earlier era where we didn't have the foresight to use like our real names in our branding.
So you could have been like Northern Flyin'.
Could have been. Could have worked. Have you seen some of the names
Ryan.
on this website?
Yeah. You know what? Some people get a little nuts. I made a little just a little tweet about our games here. If you just wanna, you don't have to retweet it.
I was gonna say, you want an engagement boost on that? Let's.
Yeah, maybe just like a little reply.
Okay, who is that?
What? Wait, what?
That's not me. That looks like I mean, I think I know enough about Twitch. Is this not Atrioc?
Okay. All right. All right. We're starting off with some beef.
That's not
With
beef.
some
Is that not?
No,
I
I
don't,
mean Aatrox's on his way to bald. Like, give him a month or two.
I don't know who
He's
this
still gonna.
is.
It's Slime. It's my roommate Slime. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's a roommate of mine. You know, some say he made me who I am today.
I mean,
Uh,
he looks like somebody that shaved their head, if you know what that means. Like he looks like a celebrity that shaved his head.
he would appreciate that, but he's for real bald.
No, I can tell. We
Okay.
recognize each other.
Yeah, it's like a pact.
So like on when our baby turned 1 year old, on the first day that we did photos, I had just shaved my head and it looked totally normal. Then we did another photo shoot like 3 days later, and I had like the George Costanza starting to come in. Like instead of a round head, I had like sharp edges where there was still hair going on. It's disastrous.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, to like the layman, me,
Mm-hmm.
you know, those hair havers, it looks good still.
Oh,
When
thank
it's
you.
like slightly, I feel like it's only, how do I phrase this? Like your kind who will
Sure.
be so aggressively looking at yourselves.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna just give you permission. You can say bald. I'm gonna give you like the ability just for today
Okay.
while I'm on the
Appreciate that.
call.
All right. All right. So them baldies, you know, it doesn't look that bad. Anyway,
Yeah, thank you. It doesn't look that bad. I appreciate it.
I figure you don't know too much about Bro vs. Bro, but I did send you a packed DM.
Correct.
And I know you're proud of your gaming prowess to an extent.
Sure, yeah.
Surely you think you're a better gamer than I am.
Well, you know, for the stream today, let's say that that's true.
And we have a list of 10 games here. The first of 5 games wins the event. They're going to be the better gamer. Now, I don't know if you know what we play for in this contest.
I don't. I have no idea.
You're Mr. 101. I'm Mr. 6. Let's not exchange money amongst millionaires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait, what?
Well, a millionaire.
What? You have a roommate, man. Why? If you're number 6 on the list, why you got a roommate?
Because they do all my the things that I won't do. He pays my taxes if he doesn't live with me.
Oh, okay.
I was delinquent for 18 months.
I don't even want to ask about that. Dude, I'll have an anxiety attack, I think.
It was terrible. It was bad. I need him.
I honestly, I think that happens to a lot of streamers.
You're like an adult, right? Like
I try to be, yeah.
It's hard, no?
Honestly, I think you just kind of like, the further away you get from your youth where you had like a lot of free time, the easier it becomes. Then later you get like half an hour of free time and you're like, oh, this is nice. It feels like a breath of fresh air.
That's depressing.
I'm going to blow your mind here. Here's how adult I am. I don't pay taxes quarterly. I actually pay them monthly, and I don't do it online. I write a check, stick it in an envelope, lick a stamp and put it on, and then put it in the mailbox.
Monthly?
Monthly. I'm what is it, November 3rd? This Saturday? I look forward to it. It's my November mailing day.
Do you like take the day off and
Well, it's Saturday, you know. On Saturday we do some family stuff, pay my taxes. You know how it is.
That sounds delightful. I'd love if I could get an invite sometime. I don't know if our relationship blossoms.
Well, they opened the border recently, so it could happen.
You know, November 8th, I'll be there. Well, you know, rather than exchanging money that you'll have to pay on monthly taxes, the thing that you put as a wager for this is a pair of your own shoes.
Oh no, really? That's so much worse.
Yeah, we're playing for pink slips.
Okay. And like if I lose, I have to send them to you in the mail?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lick a stamp, slap it on your sneakers.
I'm familiar with the process. Thank you. It's one of my hobbies.
Are these the Reeboks?
Jeez, I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
What are you rocking these days?
So
The
I have
Air
a,
Monarchs?
I have a pair of waterproof Vezzies, which is very good because they, you know, it rains a lot up here. I got some old New Balances. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, the idea is that I'll have a wall of all these gamers' shoes that I beat, hopefully.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, if you win, you get a nice pair of shoes.
What are you rocking over there? Lil Nas X, Satan Blood, Nike 100s?
Crocs.
Okay, sure, yeah.
So,
Is it too personal to ask what what size you are?
I'm 11. Are you
Uh,
planning on wearing my shoes?
well, I just thought, you know, I don't have a pair of Crocs.
So you're gonna wear my
Well, no, I'm
and then
not
you
gonna
have
wear
like
your
a
Crocs because I'm a size 13 on a bad day. So
You're a size
I
13?
know it's messed up, right?
You know, I'm working there too. I've been growing, so
Mhm.
like I'm 11 and a half in rock climbing shoes, and I think when I'm done
Okay.
rock climbing a bit, I'll be 12 normal shoes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll get there. You just wait. Now, look, we have our games here. I put the lists. I'll send it to you in a more condensed format.
Sure, yeah.
Last time I did this, we each submitted 5 games, and we found that after Battleship, it's pretty much whoever wins Battleship wins the event, because then everyone else just picks their own game.
Ah, okay.
So I think the addition of neutral games will be a bit of a toss-up, but we'll still start with Battleship per usual. And then whoever loses can pick the next game.
Okay. I have everything set up. I had to delete like 9 Switch games in order to fit Smash back on the Switch, so if
What'd you delete? What'd you get
dude,
rid of?
honestly, everything. Like almost everything. The new Mario Party that just came out got deleted. WarioWare got deleted. Mario
New
Maker
Mario
got
Party?
deleted. It's so Smash Bros Ultimate for some reason is 17 gigabytes. Like they can't stop adding more characters into the game. The other Switch games are like 3 gigabytes each. Like I had to kill 5 games just to put Smash on the Switch.
It's a cruel world out here with Masahiro Sakurai. All right, I'm booting into Battleship.
Same.
They don't have SD cards in Canada.
We don't. No, they don't. They haven't invented those yet. We're still using floppy disks.
Yeah.
Wait, your Switch doesn't have a 3.5-inch floppy disk port on it?
Yeah, no. When I cross the border, sometimes I crack that one out. Just it's a little bigger.
Are you old enough to have used a floppy disk scholastically?
No, God, no. I mean, no.
I mean, we're not that different. What are you? You're how old are you again? You're 25?
I'm 26.
26. Okay, so you're 6 years younger than me. Oh, that checks out. We used to have to use floppy disks. They were 16 megabytes each, and well, younger people might not know this. They have a little plastic button on them that is a tab you can set in the one of 2 positions. If you set it into one position, it's read-only, so nobody can erase your stuff unless they eject it from the drive and flip the tab.
Oh, that was the end.
That's the end of the story, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like one time something had happened with that.
Oh no, they constantly your work constantly got deleted because they only held like, I'm being told it's actually 1.44 megabytes. So, you know, you'd save like one Word document on it and then you'd be like, oh, I'm over. I gotta cut something.
Yeah, that sounds tough.
People don't know what it was like back then. It was hard.
It was hard. Now kids have their mother's iPad.
It's crazy, man. You couldn't even put one JPEG on it. You'd need like 4 floppy disks to get one JPEG of Cindy Margolis. The most downloaded woman on the internet.
Cindy Margolis?
Yeah. It's before your time, probably.
Yeah, who's the oldest? You know, I capped out. The oldest was Lisa Ann.
Okay, look, Cindy Margolis was not in the same business. She was just a lady, I think.
What, an actress?
Well, she's a model, I think, but I don't know if she engaged in the dark arts.